Solve the following quadratic equations by extracting the square roots. Okay, so we have here 3 examples, so we will solve that one by one. So for letter A, we have x squared minus 64. So in solving the quadratic equations by extracting the square roots, we have 4 steps. So step 1, isolate the quadratic term. So isolate natin yung with the exponent of 2. So we have x squared equals, then we're going to transfer or transpose the negative 64. No? So we have equals positive 64. Ayan. Next, step 2. If a is not equal to 1, divide both sides of the equation by a. And as you can see, our a variable or a value here is 1, so we will skip step 2. Step 3. Get the square root of both sides of the equation. So square root of x squared equals then square root of 64. Then, step 4, simplify the resulting equation to solve for the value of the variables. So, square root of x squared, we have x equals, the square root of 64 is positive and negative 8. Take note, there are 2 solutions to a quadratic equation. The square root of a number is a positive and negative number. So, the solution 2x squared minus 64 is 8 and negative 8. Next, letter B. So we have 6x squared equals 216. So again, we will follow the 4 steps. Then isolate the quadratic equation. As you can see, naka-isolate na po itong quadratic term natin. So kopyahin na lang muna natin for our step 1. For step 2, if a is not equal to 1, divide both sides of the equation by a. So as you can see, the value of a here is 6. So we will divide both sides. So 6x squared divided by 6 equals 216 divided by 6. So the result is x squared equals 36. Next, get the square root of both sides of the equation. So we have here square root of x squared equals the square root of 36. Then step 4, simplify the resulting equation to solve for the value of the variable. So square root of x squared, we have x equals square root of 36 is positive and negative 6. So the solution of 6x squared equals 216 is positive 6 and negative 6. Next, for letter C, we have 5x squared minus 75 equals 0. So again, follow natin yung 4 steps. Step 1, so isa-isolate natin since hindi po ito naka-isolate. So ilipat natin yan siya sa kabila. So we have 5x squared equals, since negative po yan or minus sign, magiging positive. Next, divide natin both sides by 5 kasi yung a natin is 5. So 5x squared divided by 5 equals 75 divided by 5. So the result is x squared equals 15. Ayan. Next, step 3, get the square root. So we have the square root of x squared. Then equals square root of 15. Then for the step 4, simplify. We have the square root of x squared, x. Square root of 15, since wala pong, hindi po perfect square itong 15 natin, so we cannot get the exact square root of 15. So just copy square root of 15. For the solution, or to the solution of 5x squared minus 75 is square root of 15. So, ito na yung final or the solution.